To say the least.
2.4 gave them a lot of jet seeds. There were a lot of rounds that ended in just an hour. Oh, it looks like we are off already.
We are off indeed. No special gentlemen's agreements tonight, so it'll be our typical ship start, space jump first.
Mm-hmm. And Pyro getting the dash, as well as Arrow. First try, nice.
Unfortunately, it would appear that Pyro has forgot that his stream is no longer in the starting soon phase.
Yeah, I saw that leading up, and I was thinking, oh, he should probably remove that soon, but guess not.
And what is that under the ship? That looked like bombs?
Yeah, I thought I saw bombs, but I wasn't sure.
Well, at least they're not all the way in Research Lab Hydra this time like they were last night.
Earlier today, they were also somewhere atrocious, and I can't remember it, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, bombs have been a pretty nasty choke point of 2.5 as of late.
Hey, at least we got missiles first, so we can go and do our talent checks before we're heading into Chozo. So.
Yeah, you hate to have to triple dip or double or triple dip talent just to get your artifact hints.
And we're witnessing those amazing artifact temple load times.
Yep.
Just an E-tank.
Now, for the randomizer for the tournament, we are only asking our runners to get 6 of the 12 artifacts instead of the usual 12, so we don't have to basically full clear the whole game anyway. Which, granted, that's not saying too much considering how crazy 2.5 has been, but it looks like we're getting our hints now. Security access A. Alright, so upper mines, that's not too crazy.
Yep. Main plaza. Nice. Transport access north. Security cave. Rando Canyon. Burn dome.
Those are all not bad, except I think he... Did he... Is it me or did we... No, we didn't miss one.
Yeah, that was all 6.
Yeah, those aren't too bad, actually.
Where's transport access north at again?
I'm trying to remember. I think that is the tunnel... Actually, I think that's the tunnel right near the Thardus elevator in Phendrana.
Yeah. For some reason I thought that was just called transport access.
I'm sure somebody in chat can correct us on that if we're mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're being told it's behind Hive Mecha. Oh, so it's basically free.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, these artifacts, you know, maybe a bit of a walk for security access A, but other than that, yeah, they're not. We're not looking for too much tonight.
Yeah, security cave. That's back in late Phendrana, right? But
yeah, that's far from Phendrana, but it's all the way up top, so it's the one that doesn't need. You just need to get up to the top of Far Phendrana.
Yeah,
you don't need like power bombs and. You don't need power bombs and plasma beam.
There's Morph Ball.
Alright, early morph definitely doesn't hurt.
Arrow's about to get his. And just doing our regular dive into Chozo at the beginning.
Or yeah, we're not...
we're getting bombs, of course.
Yeah, everybody's... Yeah, you don't want to go into Chozo without those, especially since Burn Dome, since Zoid's got an artifact.
And heading to Crash Site.
This is a... This is a pretty common play nowadays with that, with a scan dash. You can just get right into check the item, not even have to worry about coming back later. At least get a look at it, but it looked like it was missiles.
Yeah, I think so. It looks like he's going for... Oh!
Oh, I
That's
take that back. It's a suit.
Varia, I think?
Yes, it is Varia. A nice visual cue for the suits is you can check the like central lines. Like for Varia, it's a clear green.
Yeah.
And for
Yeah, I saw the
Phazon,
green, that's how I knew.
yeah, for Phazon, it's like a bright orange. Yeah, Pyro's trying to do an underwater slope jump to get it, and ooh, that looked good for a split second there.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever managed that one without space jump, but obviously I'm not as skilled as the runners here, so...
Yeah, AeroRaiser will probably come back for that later down the road, but well, actually, that might change. He might not come back depending on how stacked Chozo is.
That is true.
I did not see what was on the grapple ledge, but our artifact is in the half pipe, so we either just need boost ball or space jump. Nothing too complex.
Yep, and with any luck, space jump should be pretty soon. Or I could have just cursed it and we won't see it until much later.
Oh, I hope not. I actually wouldn't mind the seed being a little bit on the faster side tonight.
Yeah, I could... Definitely could be fun to see that. A little break from all the 2.5 seeds we've been having.
Yeah, it seems like the artifact locations are certainly generous, but you know the items could be a totally different story.
How many times have we seen a plasma and frigate this round?
It's shown up a couple of times.
I feel like it was a unnaturally common occurrence.
Indeed. Couldn't get a look at what was on the vault ledge. Oh, that looked like, was that space jump on... was that space jump on the grapple ledge?
That's unfortunate. Because I don't think the grapple ledge with grapple only trick is turned off, because it is bugged in 2.5, but... So that means logically it's going to require like all of the items to get through Magma Pool, I think, to get
Oh,
that.
well, I stand corrected. There's space jump right there in the ruined nursery.
That's a much better location.
Yeah, it did look like something important up on the grapple ledge, rather. And with bombs in tow, the ruined gallery is a quick, easy check both items, get them right off the bat.
Yep. Gravity suit. Oh no. That could be good or bad depending on what comes next.
That's actually not the worst thing in the world for AeroRaiser, because that might lure him towards Frigate Crash Site for Varia
Oh,
Suit.
that's true. Actually, yeah, that puts the Varia in logic, so right now, that's a good thing. It'll only get worrying once we see a thermal visor.
Yeah, Thermal Visor and Ice and Wave.
Yep.
But yeah, so far, not a particularly crazy start here. Still real no indication of where to go yet, although it's still kind of early.
Mm-hmm. Kind of just getting the basic early Chozo checks out of the way.
Yeah, with Gravity Suit, Watery Hall should be a cakewalk.
Oh, that is true. Alright, we're gonna find out what's in Vault. Convenient having bombs for your first time through.
Yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't... Logically, the game expects you pretty much every time to go to Hive Mecha for your first progression item.
I think that's just a missile, but I can't really tell through the stream quality, but...
It looked like a missile to me as well. Yeah, there's a grand total of 57 missile expansions in the item pool because 6 of the artifacts are gone, as well as charge beams, since our runners are starting with that by default for this tournament. So the end result is that there's a significantly larger number of missile expansions, in the pool compared to the usual 50.
Alright, an arrow heading over to Ruined Shrine, which I think we already saw on Pyro's end, but I don't know if he had space jump.
I do not believe Arrow has been here before, so this is going to be new information for us. And let's see, missiles up top. So yeah, pretty much a dead Ruined Shrine today, because I think
must have been Arrow that came there, not Pyro. Or well, maybe both. I don't know.
I think Pyro went there first. Unfortunately, we are working to have Pyro remove his banner. We're working on that, so hang tight.
And getting the artifact in the half pipe. And just moving on to the next section of Chozo.
Yeah, bombs are already in tow. Might as well go get the artifact that is on Zoid.
Absolutely.
That looked like a missile in Ruin Fountain. Definitely a missile.
Yep.
I'm getting better with my Ruin names.
Me too. It's tough. Like 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, I think the one that might throw people off the worst is Ruin Courtyard because it's not even in Chozo.
Oh right, that's in Phendrana?
It's in Phendrana right before Labs.
Oh my.
Alright, we're getting our Gathering Hall check, and that is just missiles. Yeah, this is a very, very slow start here, all things considering.
Yeah. You know,
Although,
with bombs, the watery... Oh wait, no, that's in Logic anyway. Never mind.
yeah, and although with the gravity suit, I do believe that does put Varia in Logic at Frigate Crash Site.
Yeah, so it could be expecting them to move on to Magma already.
Yeah, bomb, space jump, and Varia suit. I wouldn't be too surprised. Lately, I don't know if it's a 2.5 thing, but it seems probably is a 2.5 thing. But Magmor in particular has had a few good days.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of things on the... Is that Ice Beam? That's Ice Beam.
Yeah, that's IBBF for our runners today.
Oh my. Now we get to see a lower dynamo, which is just a missile. That Ice Beam is a pretty big find.
Alright, we're getting a dynamo check. Oh wait, we already got a dynamo check from Pyro. Never mind.
Streams are behind commentary. I'm going to refresh then, if that is the case.
No, I think it's like the other way around. Otherwise, the commentaries would be behind the stream.
Yeah, but anything I can try to fix that.
And AeroRaiser is going to probably give us. I don't know if Pyro scanned the Watery Hall item. Okay, AeroRaiser is just going to go ahead and blind check it. Just more missiles.
Is exactly what we love to see.
Not at this point. Now we really want to start. I mean, granted, again, we technically have logical Magmor access, so things could turn on a dime here. But yeah, I'm not sure where. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure we should just be probably going to Magmor at this point because the only checks we have left are Zoid and Flagra.
Yeah, I think getting Zoid out of the way is a good call, but Pyro does have that knowledge of where Varia is, so I'd guess as soon as he's done with Zoid, he's making a beeline straight back there.
To answer your question, Chad, Gravity Suit does not provide heat resistance in the randomizer. In the randomizer, for these settings, we have it set so that each suit has its unique properties attached exclusively to that suit. So various suit specifically is required for heated rooms. Gravity suit is specifically required for underwater stuff, and Phazon suit doesn't just grant all three in one. And the artifact is behind Zoid, so Zoid himself has a different item. Our runners so far pretty close together right now, and really not much room for, not much divergence so far. Granted, there hasn't been much room for it, but we'll see how this plays out once Zoid is defeated.
Yep, and like I said, if I remember correctly, I don't think Arrow has the knowledge that Varia is in Crash Site, unless he checked it and I missed it. So,
I don't think he did.
So they might make different decisions following this fight.
Yeah, although with Ice Beam in tow, I would start to think a little bit about Frigate, because we're only missing, what, Wave Beam and Thermal?
Yeah, I would probably start thinking about it once I was one item away. Maybe if I got Wave Beam, then I would start thinking, okay, or if I got Thermal.
Well, Zoid only having missiles for us, so no extra goodies on Zoid. But yeah, you can see 3 artifacts already just from this Chozo play. So the artifacts, again, not really the most troublesome we've seen in this tournament so far, especially for a 2.5 seed.
Yeah, so chat did point out they can, I believe, go to Hall of the Elders. I'm not sure. Can they get all the way back to Crash Site without Wave? I don't...
To Crash Site without, like, to Overgrown Cavern?
Yeah, I don't think they can. Can they? I'm actually not sure about that.
Don't. I think they would need Wave Beam to lower the that force field.
Oh, that's right. The door. Unless they know the bomb jump to get out of there, but...
Yeah, we may also see a Frigate Crash Site climb out of logic. It's not expected, but there's plenty of ways to climb Frigate Crash Site.
Yep. I think there's a joke that there's a different climb method. There's as many climb methods as there are players in the community.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I do believe, yeah, with Ice Beam, our runners can just zip through Furnace here and check, and go check Hall of the Elders. But they won't be able to do much else at the moment, unless they want to do a, like a ultimate bomb jump or something of similar nature to get to the wave section without doing the puzzle.
Yep.
And Pyro saw what was up there, but unfortunately it looks like it didn't quite reach our stream. Well, slightly better view from AeroRaiser. It looked like a missile, but I'm not 100% sure.
I did not catch it.
Yeah, luckily it's only one ghost here, and luckily actually because they can't do the wave beam section, they won't have to deal with more ghosts coming back in until they do so. But yeah, I am curious to see if any of our runners will sequence break to try and get Antechamber real quick.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Interestingly, we still have no other ball upgrades yet at the 20-minute mark here. Just morph ball and bombs. This ghost is not playing nice with AeroRaiser this time around.
Nope.
So Pyro is going to be our first runner to check the item. All right. You know, this is way better bowling than the bowling statue in Below Wreck Ship in Super Metroid.
Absolutely.
At least this one actually bowls. And it doesn't even step forward, so no risk of crossing the foul line.
Yep. Isn't this room actually like in the data of the game or the statue or something actually referred to as Chozo Bowling?
In the, like, internal game files? I wouldn't be too
Yes.
surprised. But yeah, looks like Hall of the Elders was not our answer, and neither was Crossway.
Yep, just missiles in both places.
Interestingly, we've also not seen any power bomb tanks, so we can't do any power bomb checks yet either.
Yep, and it looks like neither player is going to be attempting the bomb jump.
No.
So,
To answer a question, chat, ultimate bomb jumps are not banned at this tournament. You can do them. We have seen them a couple of times in the tournament to try and skip Wave Tunnel in Hall of the Elders, but it's quite difficult. So now the question is, where do we go from here? I'm very inclined to say just go back for Varia and go to Magmore.
yep, I think Pyro knows exactly where he's going, but hopefully Arrow has pieced together with the gravity suit that he should be heading back to Frigate Crash Site, but we'll see.
Yeah,
If he doesn't know anything, he could make a bold Flagra play.
It could. With Space Jump and Bombs, Flagra is not too much of a pain.
Oh boy. Oh no, he's just getting hot.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not. This is definitely, as you said before, a bold play here by AeroRaiser to go check Flagra given the circumstances.
Yep.
But it's also...
heading back into Vault? Oh no, he was going through Vault.
Yeah, just going through Vault to head out.
I
bet you at this point... Yeah, I think Arrow's just going based off the knowledge he has... he's missing, rather, I should say, that...
yeah.
He has no intel on Varisuit, thinks it's still in Chozo. Makes sense in his mind to do Flagra. I don't fault this play.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it's highly unlikely, given where we could access. I wouldn't be surprised if this is just a missile or an energy tank.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of the latter, we've not seen many energy tanks yet, all things considering, but...
There's one in Artifact Temple, and I think that was it.
Yeah, but we're at 65 missiles already, and we're not even crossing the 25-minute mark yet.
Man. But yeah, I think really the only in-logic checks at the moment are Flagra and Crash Site, unless I'm missing one. Which I very well might be, but...
No, I don't think you are.
Pyro, I think, is going for Root Cave Dash. And he gets it first try.
You know something? I'm surprised Pyro is not going to get Varisuit first before doing this.
Yeah, because this has a very nice, clean entryway into Magma.
Exactly. Maybe he's just thinking to get Arbor Chamber out of the way while he's here, but even then, I still would have gotten Varisuit first. Unless he is thinking about doing Frigate if Wave Beam shows up, which it's not.
Yeah. And looks like he will be getting Arbor Chamber out of the way.
Yeah, this This is something you're going to commonly see when runners get bombs, is to just do Arbor Chamber out of bounds here. Saves the trouble of ever having to come back here later. Seems like Flagra is being a little bit uncooperative here with AeroRaiser as, for the second half of this Flagra fight, and finally another energy tank in Arbor Chamber. Looks like Aero might actually be fighting Flagra the intentional way.
Huh. Maybe he hasn't learned the skip yet. I know he's relatively new, I believe, to the community. I know he plays a lot of randomizers.
Yeah, I think he's on the newer end for Prime, yeah. But I'm very curious to see. I'm very curious to see what's on this Flagra.
As a man. And Pyro's about to pick up his Varia here.
So yeah, now the next major question is, what do we do now? Where are our ball upgrades?
That's a great question.
Like,
And
where's
yes,
our...
in chat, I see someone commenting that out of bounds is allowed now. Yes, the only trick that is banned in this tournament, in the standard rule set, is infinite speed, because that performs differently on consoles or on Dolphin versus Nintendo. So it's kind of unfair unless both players are playing on the same platform or they agree to use it. So it's banned from the standard rule set.
Now, I haven't seen that many of the matches we've had in this tournament where it's been allowed. Has it been used yet, or shown off at all?
I know it's been allowed in a few matches, but I don't think I've seen it used.
Well, it looks like Flagra was a waste of time, just missiles. But let's see if AeroRaiser decides to go for an early wild here.
I think if he knows it, he'd definitely go for it. But I don't think he does.
And
or
that is a
he
nope.
could feel behind and wants to skip it, because he doesn't have supers or spider, so it's very out of logic.
Very true.
And we're gonna see the antechamber item.
Boost ball.
Wow. Okay.
So boost ball is locked by wave beam in this case.
Interesting. Well, is I can never remember. Is Frigate Climb in logic for this tournament?
I don't think so.
Okay.
At this point, yeah, I'd be willing to bet wave beam is probably just toasted in Magmore somewhere, because it's not chilling in the hot zone. I would wager that's where Pyro is probably going to go next. Although, I'm surprised he didn't grab Varia first. And then route. He probably just wanted to check Overgrown Caves and Overgrown Cavern and Antechamber real fast first.
Yeah, I'd assume that was his line of thinking.
From a rounding perspective, this isn't a bad idea, because you might not be back near this neighborhood for a long time. Especially if Plasma Beam doesn't show up.
Oh, Brawler, I must have missed whenever it was used.
And actually, with Boost Ball and Bombs in tow, Pyro... Actually, no, Pyro needs a Power Bomb before he can check Life Growth Tunnel.
Yep.
And I guess that wasn't a Power Bomb in Great Tree Chamber.
And Pyro's going for Bar Skip. So we might have some fun. Oh, never mind. Second try.
Nicely
he
done.
did have boost to make it a little easier, but still challenging trick.
Yeah, with this, Pyro's going to be able to go ahead and do... it looks like he's going to check... I thought I was going to do reverse frigate for a second, but it looks like he's turning around. I think he just... Oh, yeah, he just thought to open the bars real quick first.
Yeah.
That's not a
My
bad
favorite trick in
idea.
the game, bar skip skip.
But yeah, unfortunately, without super missiles, we're only going to be able to check 2 out of 3 items in here. I was going to say, watch me eat my words in a second once super show up here in Hydro Access Tunnel.
There's missiles. Yeah, and since he's going backwards, he can skip the wave requirements, because he doesn't have to power the conduits.
Indeed. The only downside to this is that he will not be able to check biohazard containment, since he has no super missiles or X-ray visor. Unless, of course, it's main power bombs, which glows like a Christmas tree through anything. Oh, looks like there is a way to peek this item through the container.
There's a little slot you can see through.
I don't think it was a missile.
Oh, I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah, like, I couldn't get the best glimpse of it, but it looked like it was a unique item at least. Or maybe at least a power bomb, because power bombs don't really glow.
Yeah, it looks like Chad is guessing a PB expansion, which I think would make sense.
Yeah, PB expansion, I mean, that would be really nice right now, but it could be skipped.
Someone else guessing ice spreader. Either way, it's probably not something we need to come back for.
Yeah, we'll know for sure if... We'll know for sure if they go back for it later, but I don't think that's going to be the case. AeroRaiser, meanwhile, AeroRaiser was struggling for a few minutes at Root Cave, but should be heading to Frigate Crash Site right now to obtain that Varia suit. Alright, AeroRaiser is indeed about to go get that Varia suit, and Pyro, I think we have to go to Magmore at this point. There really is pretty much nothing else we can do in Logic.
Yeah, I think that's all that's left.
To answer question, chat, Phazon Mining Tunnel is after MQA, so it is plasma locked.
Mm-hmm.
And, yep, AeroRaiser is going to be climbing Frigate Crash Site 2. Probably going to go ahead and check Antechamber and grab that boost ball. But yeah, still very little room for divergence here, given Varia Suit's placement and how little there was in Chozo.
Yeah, and that boost ball was out of logic, correct? Because they needed
yes,
wave.
It's locked by wave beam right now.
Great. So that means in Magmore, they may check Warrior Shrine, but it will be out of logic.
Well, they can't check. Well, they could check Warrior Shrine, yeah, but they don't. They can't check the upper fiery shores until they get a power bomb, which again, still strangely devoid of. Almost perfect elevator sync there, by the way.
That was nice.
I remember one tournament race last year where the elevator sync was almost like frame by frame perfect.
Oh my. Oh, I guess Pyro never checked this upper ruin shrine item.
Yeah, Pyro only checked lower ruin shrine before, but he didn't have space jump, so he couldn't check up top. Yeah, so AeroRaiser is pretty much taking the same path as Pyro is, and at this point, it's really just going to come down to who goes to, although Arrow's not going for a crossway this time. That might save him a few seconds, because yeah, it is effectively down to who gets to Magmor first. Why did Pyro go all the way... Oh, wait, he's going through Vault in reverse. Never mind. But yep, it is off to Lava Lake. Mostly remembered for being an item that was supposed to have been acquirable by super missiles, but for whatever reason it was either bugged or coded improperly, and you can just hit it with 2 missiles.
Yep.
And this trick, believe it or not, still works in Trilogy.
I've seen a lot of people in the Discord be surprised whenever you tell them, yep, just 2 missiles. That's all it is.
Pyro... I shouldn't it be noted, Pyro took a pretty extended lava bath back there. We still can't see his timer. Oh, there's a ball upgrade. Spider.
Spider ball. It's the only one left.
Interesting.
Puts
So we
upper
could have a
dynamo in
wave...
it.
Yeah, we could very easily have a wave beam and upper dynamo scenario, which would be unbelievably trollish if that is the case.
Yeah, and it looks like, no, okay, never mind.
Honestly, any progression in upper dynamo at this point would be pretty trollish.
Yeah. It also, I believe, gives them access logically to the workstation elevators? Or no, those have wave
I
doors.
think we
Never
need
mind.
wave beam. We need at least wave beam before we can get down there, yeah. And there's grapple.
Interesting.
Okay. We're starting to get close to... granted, plasma processing can't have plasma beam, but we're starting to... We actually have all the keys to open that up now, too. Now that I think that's actually locked by wave beam, so never mind.
Plasma processing, you would also need plasma beam for that.
Yeah, logically you would need plasma beam, but just to open it up and
To
have
see
the door
what's inside.
accessible... Just to have the door accessible, we only need wave beam at this point. And to answer a question, chat, wave beam is logically required to get to Thardus, therefore he cannot have wave beam. Alright, we're getting a transport tunnel A check here.
I feel like this room has things a disproportionate amount of the time. Oh, I think that was just a missile. It was either a missile or a power bomb.
Whatever it is, Pyro's not going back for it, so I guess it was just a missile. I saw the bottom of it for a split second, and yeah, I do think it was indeed a missile.
Yeah, it was red and spiky. That was all I saw.
That looks like a energy tank in Warrior Shrine. Pyro probably not gonna say no, given the extended lava bath he took back in Lava Lake, or the room after Lava Lake, I should say. Actually, no, it was before Lava Lake. Oh, Pyro just missing the little balcony there. No, chat, we can't have the great...
Wow.
Oh, what did you see in Shore Tunnel? I missed it.
Didn't look like a missile.
Well, whatever it was, we ain't getting it for a while at the rate this lack of power bombs is taking us.
Yeah. Oh, that was Chad is saying it's plasma. I thought it was a beam, but I wasn't sure about it.
Okay, so plasma beam is locked by power bombs. Oh yeah, I just got another look at that. That is definitely plasma beam. So we just need power bombs to put plasma beam into logic then. Well, actually, we need both beams to put plasma processing into logic, so... It's doubtful plasma processing has anything good at this point, but, you know, Rando's done stranger things.
Yep.
But yeah, it looks like for go mode, we are, yeah, just looking for a Wave Beam, a Power Bomb, and Phazon Suit. You know what the funny thing is? Plasma Beam's not even needed. Plasma and Phazon aren't even needed for the artifacts.
Yep.
Yeah, our artifacts were in
Well,
really
fine.
good spots today.
Yeah.
So, funny story, I was streaming Trilogy just before Christmas. In this room, the, like, beeping piston in this room, I thought it was a car honking its horn outside my apartment.
Oh, I've definitely mistaken it for the same thing. Also, for the longest time, I thought that was the sound that the turrets made. So whenever I would kill all the turrets and then I'd still hear the sound, I was like, "Where's the last turret?" I could never find it, and I was like, "Oh, that's just a piston."
Yeah, Pyro did give us a look at Fendrana shorelines, and no, just a missile there. Looks like also missiles in Ice Rune's East Ice.
We are
But,
going to get a look at the spider track, which is in logic, I believe.
yes.
So
And
spiteful.
that is Wave Beam.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
Now we're
that
just
puts,
using our power and face on.
yeah, we're just looking for a power bomb. Yeah, that's pretty. I'm gonna laugh if it's a power bomb go mode because there are 7 power bomb related items in the pool total.
Wow.
Like if it ends up being Phazon suit here in Chapel of the Elders, it's gonna be worse if it's Phazon suit in Chozo Ice Temple.
Oh yeah, geez. That would having a double dip this area just not good. Nope.
Yeah, come to think about it, Magmore only had a couple of, well, actually, Magmore had a couple of decent things. It had both ball upgrades and grapple. But, Wave Beam, yeah, this has definitely been, I would say this has been a 2.5 seed in terms of item dispersion.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Boost Ball was in Chozo, not Magmore, but
You are correct, it was an antechamber,
it
but it
did
was
have
locked.
something.
Wow,
It had,
Boost
yeah, it had
Boost Ball was
spider and
locked.
grapple.
Yeah, that's right. Boost Ball was locked by a Fendrana dip, I just realized. Yikes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a walk, to say the least. Oh,
I think it's a
that's a
visor.
visor. Hmm. If that's thermal, that's going to start raising a few eyebrows.
So Pyro's already been through Frigate, right?
That wouldn't be Screaming Frigate, that'd be Screaming Thardus.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah. At this point, we really don't have to worry about Frigate again unless we see super missiles. And even then, I think the only thing in there, I think Biohazard Containment's a power bomb at this point.
Hey, if that's the only power bomb you can find.
It could happen. Although with Plasma Beam in tow already, I would wager that
Yeah, no.
we can pretty much check a lot of mines. So I don't think we're gonna have to fight OP for logical power bombs. We might have to fight him for a Vanilla Phazon suit. It's come up in this tournament, and it is indeed thermal. So yeah, that does put Thardus into logic. And Grapple Beam actually makes Quarantine Monitor an easy check too. So yeah, there's been so much railroading this sea, there really is just no room for divergence here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like now we can probably split and do a couple of things differently. Like Arrow may decide to... Actually, no, there really isn't much else to do without power bombs to get that plasma beam. And we know Fendrana Canyon is an artifact, so...
Yeah, basically just heading deeper into Fendrana until we find a power bomb. Probably gonna head over to Canyon because there's an artifact over there.
Yeah, probably just get that out of the way now, and then after that, the last two artifacts are, what, Security Station A and, someplace stupidly easy. Arrow's deciding to go ahead and lower the platforms. Not something you typically see in the tournament, but it can happen.
Yep.
I was always fascinated by the lore entry in Fendrana Canyon because it's the one that mentions, I think it's the one in that room that mentions how the Chozo knew of the planet's impending demise and that they were going to leave the items necessary for the Chosen One to save their planet. Little did they know, it's like, okay, we know that our hero is going to be coming to this planet to help save us later down the road. Little did we know that she's going to need her power-ups every single adventure.
Yeah. She really has a habit of losing them here and there.
The only time otherwise is... Oh, there's the main power bomb in Ruined Courtyard. There you go.
Well, Pyro's probably gonna head backwards, or may just elect to keep going to try to find Phazon.
Yeah, because if he finds Phazon here, he's in go mode. He knows about Plasma Beam for sure. But yeah, interestingly, I just thought about it. In Prime Hunters, you start off with the exact same stuff you start out with in Prime. Which is just bombs, no space jump, morph ball, various suit, and charge beam. That's the exact same gear you start out with in Prime 1. Interesting little tidbit fun fact for you. Don't know what she did with all her Olympic universal weapons, though.
Yeah, Hunters, I believe, is the only one that I've yet to play. I think I've played all the 2D and 3Ds, either the originals or the remakes. But...
Yeah, I didn't get into the series until Prime, but yeah, Hunters is okay. It's a little weird. But yeah, anyway, yeah, it looks like it is going to be a labs play for PyroPaperPlanes. Let's see if Phazon happens to show up in here.
I think really the only bad thing that could happen for Pyro is if Phazon ends up being in upper gravity chamber. That would be unfortunate.
Ooh, yeah, because that would be the longest walk back to go grab Plasma Beam and then grab that item. Yeah, that's definitely not something you want to have to do.
I think other than that, this is a perfectly sound play, even with that.
And actually, I just remembered, thanks to Sokapa mentioning Storage Cave, that Security Cave is our last check. So actually, both of our remaining... there's one artifact here, and then there's just the one in Security Access A, and that's it for artifacts.
Yep.
And whatever is in the observatory, Pyro is not getting it. And Pyro is nailing the, nails the control tower skip here. Very nicely done. Ooh, Arrow's taking that power bomb back to check upper fiery shores, but it's just a missile.
And Pyro getting the control tower skip.
Ooh, Arrow might actually go ahead and check plasma processing now. He's got all the tools to open it. This will be very interesting to see how this goes, because we are now on a Phazon suit hunt, and Phazon suit can literally be anywhere besides Phazon mining tunnel. That's it.
Yep. And Pyro knows that plasma checks are in logic, so it can literally be anywhere.
Yeah, I would laugh at this point if we still, despite everything that we have seen, get a vanilla Phazon suit.
Oh, that would be absurd.
Yeah, but other than that, honestly, besides the sort of back and forth you're expecting for a boost ball here, the seat hasn't been too terrible. Besides kind of railroading you to Magmore. To answer your question, check. Pyro did check short tunnel. He saw a plasma beam, but he didn't have a power bomb at the time. And despite now having power bombs, he elected to go through labs first to Farfandrana. Oh, there's Phazon suit in
Oh,
research core. That is going to indeed be go mode for
wow.
PyroPaperPlanes. Wow, yeah, definitely a, I would definitely qualify this as a, fairly solid seed. Not a jet, per se, but no mines besides Security
Yeah,
Station A, and that's, even then, that's just dipping the top.
this is fast for 2.5.
Absolutely. So yeah, Pyro made the right call to continue into labs, while Aero decided to, bail after power bombs.
Yeah, and this is actually going to be pretty nice routing because Pyro can just head to Security Cave and then will probably elect to go. Actually, no, maybe not through the workstation elevator. Well, it's not that far of a walk through Phazon, so you
Ooh,
get
we took.
access to Phazon there, and then eventually you can head back to Shore Tunnel, get that
I,
plasma.
I feel like. Oh yeah, because he's got to go back to short tunnel for plasma. That's right. I
Yeah, I'm
wonder
not
if.
sure what's faster, if going through back of Phazon or front would be faster.
Well, certainly going out from front of Phazon would be definitely better,
That is true.
because he's already opened up the bars. So if oh wait, no, opening the bars wouldn't be that much faster, because he'd be at the, oh yeah, he'd be at the top end of the bars. No, sorry, but the great tree always throws me off.
Did he get the artifact in Security Cave?
Um,
Or did I miss it?
I don't I don't recall him getting it.
Oh.
But looks like AeroRaiser is gonna burn some daylight here on Garignac. Ooh, that power bomb did not connect.
Maybe Pyro's just taking a save?
Maybe. And yeah, it looks like he's going straight for Plasma Beam.
Yeah, chat is bringing up maybe he mixed up Security Cave and Storage Cave. Oh, but he might be checking now.
Oh, he stopped for a second. Not sure what for.
Looks like he's continuing on. Arrow, dancing with Vardis here.
Yeah, the Tantrum Rock tends to be a bit of a slower boss. Not the worst ever, especially with bombs and Plasma Beam. But can still be quite annoying, no less. And we do know this fight is in logic anyway, thanks to that thermal in Chapel of the Elders. Although I think, yeah, Arrow burnt, was it Arrow or Pyro who checked flag? Or I think it was Arrow.
It was Arrow, so
Yeah, so Arrow's unfortunately burnt quite a considerable amount of time tonight on two bosses that are ultimately not going to have what we're looking for.
yep. I will say, Security Cave is a kind of silly name for a cave out in the middle of nowhere. But
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can argue that it's got some technology in it that could monitor stuff, so I guess it could be a cave that checks security, but even still, that is kind of a weird one for sure. Alright, so yeah, Pyro's artifact count is 4. He totally forgot security cave.
mm,
He's gonna
reactor
see right
bay,
now, that the last one was security cave.
hopefully,
He should be turning around to go for it, right? He's probably thinking about how to route this.
yeah, probably realized what he skipped.
Yeah, that he kind of derped just a little bit. Unfortunately, he hasn't saved anywhere near like security cave, so it wouldn't be optimal to. Actually, it
Well,
kind of
he
would.
did
Would it be
save.
optimal to reset right now?
It might be because he did save right at workstation.
Yeah, I'm
So he
wondering if he might
could
just do that.
elect to reset.
Yeah, he stopped for a couple minutes. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. It doesn't look like it's anything to do with the race time chat because I don't see any.
No, yeah, I just checked that as well.
Hmm. And I missed it. What did Thardis end up having? Was it just a missile? Oh, careful, Pyro.
I think that room does reload with the. Does that room reload with the glass intact?
I think so.
Yeah, so probably just not used to rolling through it like that because basically it's never like that.
Pretty much. So I once had a glitch, an audio glitch occur in Trilogy once where that gel zap touched me and caused the visor to go staticky, but the static sound kept going for like a solid 40 minutes and I had to reload my save file to shut it off. It wasn't like a loud static, but it was annoying nonetheless.
Ever played the Echoes randomizer with one-way elevators?
Oh yes, believe me, that is the dictionary definition of annoying.
Yeah, at that point I just turn off the game audio and put on my own music.
Yeah, sometimes I'll compensate for that by just menu mod warping to a to an elevator room to shut it off real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like Pyro's heading back towards workstation. He's gonna go grab. I mean, it really is the same distance either way. Which artifact he wants to go get now? He's probably gonna get Security Cave first because there's really no way to optimally route in mines from Phendrana just because of Phendrana's Phendrana's about as limited in elevators as mines because they both only have 2 elevators.
Yep.
But it looks like Pyro's going to notice that he doesn't have a power bomb, I guess.
Ah.
Oh wait, actually, but if he didn't have a power bomb, yeah, no, he's gonna go get the Phendrana one first. I figured that if he was down a power bomb, he'd just farm it off of the the Zoomer.
Yeah, because I do believe that is a guaranteed drop.
Guaranteed, if not excessively high drop rate. But yeah, Pyro's been playing this seed pretty well tonight, despite the routing hiccups here.
Yep. Arrow's been keeping up with him pretty well as well, despite having fought 2 bosses.
Yeah, I would say one thing that has helped Arrow a little bit is execution, because he's actually going to get this security cave artifact first. Now, if he ends up going straight to labs from here, that's going to actually put him in go mode. Both of them are going to be in go mode near labs with 5 artifacts.
Yeah.
So, we actually could be looking at a race here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is extremely close at the moment, depending on what choice Aero makes.
I do believe Arrow checked Gravity Chamber, but I don't think there was anything of note in there. Pyro's unfortunately got to climb out a little here. And yeah, Pyro's just getting rid of the pirates because they're annoying, let's be honest. I don't know why Arrow is being so... Oh, he's looking for a power bomb. I think.
Oh, he must have the 2 caves mixed up. Oh! If he had the 2 caves mixed up, he thought he needed plasma.
That's probably why he went back for it first. Well, I think, after getting the security... I would figure after he got the security cave artifact, he'd know something's up.
Oh. Those are some rage shots if I've seen them.
Yeah, this actually could, this could bite Arrow pretty hard here. But that's going to be artifact number 5 for Pyro. And ladies and gentlemen, Prime 1's drop system.
Yes, Elias, Pyro is in go mode.
Pyro is in go mode, and Arrow is about to follow suit here. We could have a race, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, yeah, Arrow, you might want to go get that. Maybe he's just, Pyro's looking up room names because he forgot where security access A was.
Yeah, after mixing up one room, I wouldn't want to do it again. Especially because that room has such a generic name. It has an A in it.
Yeah. They would actually, in Echoes, the portal access A, which is right before the Aegon portal terminal, they would switch that to just portal access in, like, Trilogy, because there's no other portal access.
Ah, I didn't even know it was called that. I thought it was just portal site.
Well, the Dark World portal terminal is called Portal Site, yeah. But, the room right before it is Portal Access A. And the cutscene kind of glitches out because, yeah, the game doesn't handle you getting suits well. But yeah, that's going to be go mode for both runners in labs. So yeah, we have a race here, folks. So strap yourselves in, grab some snacks. Here we go. Yeah, AeroRaiser is not more than, I would say, 90 seconds tops behind PyroPaperPlanes right now.
Yep. And yeah, that last artifact is in Security Access A, so both players just need to dip into mines, and then head straight to Meta Ridley.
They're probably going to go from Workstation into PPC at this point, because it just gets you... excuse me. It gets you into mines earlier. And you could just leave through main quarry.
Yep, they'll drop them off right in Talon, which I don't know if they're not a good spot in Talon, but in Talon.
Yeah, we'll see how this we'll see how they choose to route this. Ooh, Arrow's wasting a little bit of time on the pirates here. I would not recommend that at this point. Especially with 6 energy tanks, why is Arrow checking Workstation? There's literally nothing here. Yeah, I do not understand this play. Nor do I understand why Pyro decided to get that missile in PPC.
I guess he's just looking for X-ray, but I'm not really sure.
I don't see what the point of X-ray would be at this point.
Just to make Essence easier.
Fair enough, I guess, but, oh yeah, because Arrow doesn't have thermal. He never, went to Chapel of the Elders.
Yeah, even weirder making this check. Especially because you can peek it.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be one we're going to have to ask about in the interview for sure, because both runners made some very interesting routing choices. But yeah, I have no idea what this could be that is warranting. It might be a beam combo. It might be supers or ice spreader, which would be
Okay.
nice for sure. But let's see, just a power bomb.
Huh.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt for Impact Crater, but...
I don't know. At this point, if it were me, I would just start zipping and not
like,
worry about
yeah,
it. Just
with 4 power bombs and 1 artifact left, I would... And that's such a long check. I feel like I would understand if you only had 1 or 2 of them, but...
yeah, I would have understood if it
4.
was like supers or ice spreader, but yeah, I don't think this is gonna put Arrow behind a little. Pyro's still making checks too, though, so I wonder if he's not comfortable with his energy situation. He's got 100 missiles.
Yeah, probably either that or, like I said, maybe just checking for X-ray wherever he can.
Yeah, because we still actually don't know where X-ray is, do we?
Nope. Or supers. Supers do help with Exo.
Supers do help with Exo, absolutely, but yeah, we're not, I don't think, we really shouldn't be seeing them at this point.
Yeah, they're not priorities, and here we are, another E-tank.
Well, this is the Mines of Energy, apparently. Those must be a lot of Phazon-based energy tanks. Ah, it's Prime 3 before Prime 3 was even a thing.
There you go.
To answer question, chat, Security Access A is the room right after Main Quarry that needs a power bomb to bust open the wall to the left of the entrance door. I was about to say, Pyro really should just be heading straight to the ground to open up the force fields here.
Is he really gonna check Main Quarry?
I hope not. Because he's been checking his artifact hints a couple of times. He's got to know he's in go mode by now. Oh, but he needs a bomb.
Oh, okay.
That's probably why he was making
one.
checks. He was probably hoping for just a straight power bomb tank.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but that's artifact number 6 for Pyro, so now it is off to the artifact temple. Uh-oh.
Jack, they can read the chat in race time. They can't read Twitch chat, obviously, but
Yeah,
they
it
can
was...
read the race time chat, and they Pyro does know about the overlay on his stream. I think he's just elected not to take it off so he can focus on racing.
Yeah, and it was confirmed with him that we can still functionally see what's going on his screen besides not being able to see his health. That's about it. So, overall, it hasn't really had much of a detrimental impact on this, on our ability to call the race.
All that being said, now that he's got everything he needs,
Oh, well, there it goes. Ask and I shall receive, I guess.
I was just about to say final bosses would be starting soon. Make people groan, but Now I can't.
But yeah, I can understand him wanting to focus on the race, especially now since he's in go mode. And again, the seed has routed itself for progression items specifically. It's routed out very well for him. But yeah, the last 10 minutes in general, I have to raise a couple of eyebrows with both runners.
Yeah.
The only guess I could think of with Pyro is he was either looking for a free bomb or just wasn't comfortable doing EXO with only 4 energy tanks. But that's Artifact 6 for AeroRaiser, and yeah, Aero unfortunately deciding to go check Workstation. That's going to put him a couple of minutes behind here now. And it looks like Pyro is going to use the reflecting pool elevators to get to Frigate Crash Site. That makes a lot of sense, actually, because that drops you off right near the ship.
Yep, very smart. Basically substituting Frigate for a couple of cutscenes.
Yeah, and Frigate is a bit of a painful traversal, especially because a couple of the rooms are climbs. But yeah, both of our runners basically evenly matched, with the only exception, Arrow is down a thermal visor, so is going to have to do a visorless essence here tonight.
Yep, which that could be all the edge Pyro needs.
Pretty much. I mean, anything could happen here. We are also dealing with a combo-less EXO.
This is true. Those power beam phases are going to be pretty rough.
Indeed, yeah. Ice not so much because, as it turns out, Prime is half weak to Ice Beam.
Yep.
Makes sense. He's a Metroid. Still. But yep, safety save for a refill, and it is off to go fight Meta Ridley for Pyro. But yeah, I would still say this was a very good race.
Yeah, it's been close the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. The only divergence we saw was after main power bombs, pretty much, where Arrow decided to backtrack for Plasma Beam earlier, and Pyro decided to full clear labs well, as much as he could and get phase on first.
Yeah, as well as Arrow deciding to do 2 bosses.
Yeah, despite Arrow doing those 2 bosses, he's caught up fairly nicely. Again, just on execution and compensating, and routing and phase-on suit when he did definitely helped out.
Yeah, he didn't have to go through. I think Pyro went through all of labs while Arrow only saw Research Core, so that helped.
Yes. So basically, the time.
Some of the time.
Yeah, the time Pyro spent going through labs was the time Arrow spent fighting Thardus, so... Because actually, Arrow had a pretty solid Thardus fight. I wonder if Pyro is trying to, like, pull a Sonic the Hedgehog here and just boost off the ramp onto the heart. I would love to see if that was possible. I've seen the... Oh yeah, Pyro did not get the boost impact there. So what Pyro is trying to do is use Boost Ball on Ridley, because for some reason that deals 50,000 damage per frame to him, and brings him down to his next health cap, which is Burnt Wings. And unfortunately, already bad RNG starting to rear its ugly head with Pyro, and and suddenly it's gone. As Pyro's now suddenly getting a more cooperative pattern.
Yep.
Yeah, one more cycle should do it.
Still good. Oh, and he gets the snipe.
Well done.
Excellent, Ridley, once the wings were gone. Elias in chat is always rooting against Fusion Suit.
Well, to be fair, we skipped Fusion Varia today.
That's true.
Because we got because Various was logically locked by gravity today. I'm going to go ahead and just change the audio to Pyro real quick.
Sounds good.
So if there's a sudden volume jolt, fair warning, it might come up. At least that's what was supposed to happen, but sometimes the controls can be slightly laggy. Okay, yeah, it's working now.
Over. Alright, and we should be seeing core climb here. Oh, almost at it.
Yeah, Pyro's in a fairly respectable position to take this race, but it is going to come down to... Yeah, I would say barring a disaster on Echoes, Pyro's in pretty good shape. Although he's having trouble with this core climb, as you mentioned.
Oh, there we go.
Because, yeah, he got pestered a little bit by Jack and Jill there. And Arrow just managing to get the boost in time, Ridley deciding to stay on the ground for just a few more seconds to be a bit more cooperative. Alright, here we go. Time for the Exo fight.
Yep.
Wow, Arrow getting some pretty good RNG today with Ridley as well, and that is going to be a no-charge Ridley fight. Oh, never mind. He's like, no charge me, will you? Ridley says.
Never lucky. Yeah, we've explained this Exo fight quite a few times during the tournament, but if anyone in chat has any questions about what's going on, feel free to ask and we can explain again.
Yeah, the one thing we probably just should explain is that Pyro is going to be trying to stay close to Exo in order to try and manipulate this claw swipe attack, because it does prevent him from changing beams, charging at you, shooting missiles, doing a lot of other undesirable stuff. But yeah, we got a few minutes here to just kind of talk about how this seed overall has been, because I think the only really crazy, well, there were technically Various Suit was a little crazy too, because Gravity, where was Gravity? Actually, Gravity was really early. It was in Ruined Nursery, Missile Wall, if memory serves. Oh no, it was in the Morph Ball Tunnel.
It was in, it was in, I think that's Gallery?
Gallery, that's right.
Morph Ball Tunnel there, yeah.
Yeah, because Nursery had Space Jump.
Yeah, we got that early Gravity Suit, which led to that Various Suit and railroaded our runners into Magmore.
Yeah, I would say that railroad and the bit of the back and forth for Boost Ball was really the only two things that were, I guess, what you could define as trolls.
Yeah, but both our runners opted to go for that Boost Ball without even knowing it was there. Ended up working out really well for them.
Yeah, it did, because otherwise you would have had to go all the way to Ice Ruins East for Wave Beam, and then go all the way back to Chozo for Boost, which was logically required, since there was actually, was it even required today? I guess for the frigate bars, if anything.
Yeah, it's still nice to have, no matter what.
For sure, for sure.
Makes Ridley a few minutes shorter.
Yeah, you know what's actually quite a shock? We never actually even saw a Tower of Light tonight.
Yeah, I was expecting someone to go check that, but
Well, I think the late wave beam and the fact that we were
Yeah.
essentially in plasma in phase-on suit go mode kind of made our runners not think about checking one-offs. Exo is bullying Pyro kind of hard here.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
we
this
did
is one
not
of
see a Tower of Misses today.
yeah, this is one of the penalties of a combo-less Exo is that this fight is just going to take longer no matter how you slice it. He really doesn't want to take a hit from those fireballs. Those can deal up to 90-ish about 90 damage on 3 suits. Yeah, there's only a 2 sub-chamber difference between these two. Granted, that is still a significant chunk of time, and AeroRaiser still has to do Visorless Essence, but there is, anything could happen here still. But yeah, this is sub-chamber
Yep.
4, so, you're going to be seeing a lot of that going on with, Exo just randomly charging at you, at high speed no less.
Absolutely. There was a race a couple days ago, I think this round, that was decided by the Prime fight. So it was that close where they were, like,
Wow.
in the same subchamber at the same time, and someone pulled ahead in subchamber 4 and ended up winning the race.
That's pretty incredible.
They were behind for the first 3 subchambers.
Oh, the ice ball went off screen. That's or went out of bounds. That's bad news if you lose track of those.
Yeah.
I remember Mighty Caesar had a case where or Mighty Caesar versus I can't remember who it was. It was round 2 match if memory serves, where he lost track of the balls. They went out of bounds and they hit him like in a cutscene or something, and he ended up dying to essence because of low energy.
Oof.
Yeah, you can see Exo is just shifting beams like crazy, but that is gonna be a downed Exo for Pyro.
Yep. And now we move into Essence.
Yep, deciding to let the cutscene play out. Or just give us music, that works too.
Nice.
Can't complain. Essence music's not too bad. Admittedly, I think I like the Prime Pinball version better because it has the record scratches in it.
You know, that might be the other most important Metroid game I haven't played.
Yeah, DS had some interesting Metroid games.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is the one area Pyro might have a minor struggle in, because he's got to now find Essence to deliver Phazon Beam. It looks like he's trying to get a small health refill. Yeah, I would guess that Pyro's just a little bit uncomfortable with the damage, with his skill level and his safety. Manages to find Essence for a brief second there, but she looks like she moved. Only managed to get really 2 attack cancels in, so that's gonna be, we're gonna be waiting a minute here for this next pool.
You should be able to switch to thermal now.
Should, yep, and indeed does. And yeah, Pyro's going to continue with the attack cancel strat in order to force Essence into the next pool phase. Like so.
Excellent, we're done.
Arrow, meanwhile, is on Subchamber 4, so still a couple of minutes behind Pyro here. Pyro has been doing a really good job with his attack cancels. The only downside is now it's back to X-ray mode, so it's back to essence hunting. Good bomb drops from those Metroids, though.
Good old pin the tail on Metroid Prime.
Yep. Looks like Pyro was only able to get a quick mini shot on that one. Yeah, it's still Hunter Metroid, so this full cycle won't do it. If Pyro decided to do pool cancels here, which it looks like he is doing, he could finish this fight right now.
Yep.
I don't think he's got much left.
I don't know if he has another power bomb, so... But obviously, Hyper Beam just...
Oh, never mind. That is going to be GG for PyroPaperPlanes. He is going to finish in first place with an official race time GG time of 1:25.46. And soon after, there will be a forfeit from AeroRaiser.
Yep.
Wow, what a race, folks.
Yeah, GG's. Close on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get these two in here for an interview because this is definitely there's definitely a lot we want to talk about here.
Hello, Pyro. Oh, I don't know.
Testing.
Oh, there you are.
You've passed.
Hello.
And hey, Aaron.
Oh man, there's so many routing mistakes in that run, but yay.
You too? Yeah, like this was a seed that gave options.
Yeah, it gave options, but for both of you, you actually both ended up entering go mode relatively close together. You basically both had all 5 artifacts in Phazon suit at about the same time.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How far did you get?
I just finished Exo.
Oh man,
yeah,
that was a close race.
You two have been practically neck and neck the entire race.
I one thing I did at the end that I know lost me overall about a minute at most is I hit the small checks on the way back to ship save because I had no visors.
Oh
Yeah, we figured you might be looking for visors. We noticed you were checking workstation as well.
Well, workstation was intentional because as soon as I came back from Vendrana, I had 0 power bombs.
Oh, okay.
So, and workstation, I knew from checking it before heading there was a power bomb. So I was like, okay, I'll rush workstation and grab this power bomb real quick.
Yeah, was that on the way to Phazon?
Yeah, on the way to Phazon because because in Phazon you need 2 right off the bat, and I had 0. There's a guaranteed one in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kept modeling up map names this entire seed. Like the Fendrana one, I thought was the one that needed the plasma beam. It wasn't. Transport Access North, the one in Chozo, I thought I still needed to collect it. Nope. I collected it right at the beginning.
Yeah, I saw plasma, then got the main power bombs. I'm like, you know what? I was about to continue through Fendrana, and I was like, you know what? No. I'm gonna go grab plasma first.
That is actually pretty much where the two of you split. Up until then, the seed kind of just railroaded you because it gave Wave Beam very late in Ice Runes East.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
definitely.
I was glad I found it there though, because if it wasn't there, then Flarga might have been in play, and
I did Flagra.
Yeah,
Oh,
bring that up.
I did Flagra.
How did you catch up then so much?
My movement was on point today.
It was, yes. I would definitely say
my movement was really good today.
Oh man!
I think the only movement slip. I even got the frigate climb first try.
Yeah. So one of the biggest.
I think the only thing I slipped up is I fell down in Root Cave twice.
Yeah, the two of you, Arrow, you ended up doing both Flagra and Thardus.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, but
by the time I got to the back of Thindrana, because I went through the workstation elevator, I was Phazon mode. I was in Phazon mode, so I'm like, I am not skipping checks if I can help it, and I can do Thardus fast. I have plasma.
Yeah, so,
and you did do Thardus fast.
Yeah, Thardus was really quick.
Yeah,
it's a shame I didn't get rewarded anything for it.
You ended up going through all of labs, whereas you only had to check the one room. So that
Yeah, I
takes and
decided to
shapes
do
your
reverse
target.
labs.
Now,
And
we're
if I hadn't have gone back for the plasma, I probably would have done labs first. But I was like, let me grab this plasma, go to workstation, and start with the back of Fendrana since I know there's an artifact there.
Yeah, I want to take a look at Pyro's credits here, because one thing I'm definitely interested in is where were all the missile combos? Because
I know,
we didn't
right?
see any, and we didn't
And
even
I
see
saw
X-ray
no,
either.
I think I saw a Wave Buster somewhere.
Yeah, I saw that, and I saw Flamethrower as well. It was in the
I
crack
didn't
in
see
the frigate.
Flamethrower.
Also, Flamethrower was in Biohazard Containment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh wow.
well, we couldn't get the
I
best
think
view
it
of that.
was, unless it was super missiles. But then that would be no, it couldn't
That's
be.
not
Still, it has to be a
possible. It couldn't have been,
Flamethrower.
Did you find Ice Spreader?
No, I didn't.
I found none of the optional items except for Grapple Beam.
So the X-ray visor was in Life Grove. The thermal visor was in Chapel of the Elders. That's the one I picked up, by the way. I saw the Vrede suit in the frigate crash site and wanted it early on, but just left it for later.
Yeah,
I went back for frigate crash site, saw the Various suit. I'm like, okay, game wants me to take this and go straight to Magmore. I'm gonna climb frigate and enter the other elevator, and not Orphan Lava Lake.
Yeah, we
Plus,
both did that.
Plus, I can get the Bakachozo checks. Which the only thing that really came out of that was high boost ball. That was convenient.
yeah, pretty much. And the
I got
logic
boost
was
ball, and I'm like, as soon as I got boost ball back there, I'm like, okay, this play was 100% worth it already. It's fine.
because A, you can go fast, and B, you can fast Ridley.
Yep.
Fast Ridley's the big one.
Fastball.
And yeah, I realized doing the frigate reverse was a little silly, but I was like, eh. Why not?
I was tempted. I was sitting here thinking, what would be faster when I got the thing? I was like, I could go through labs. I could go backwards through labs and back to front of Randrana, but that's just too much. I'll exit back at Vendrana. Then when I exited, I'm like, what's the quicker way to mines?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were debating that too, actually, because it was like, do
Because
you go to make quarry?
I can do bar skip, so
Well,
that was an option.
I could
I
have
thought
also.
about doing it earlier to go ahead and grab the artifact because I'm like the chances of something in Phazon.
Yeah,
that's Phazon mode for you.
I skipped the Fendrana artifact, as I said, because I muddled up thinking it needed the plasma beam. That's why my routing.
Yeah.
That's why
I got to that room with the artifact, and I start killing everything in the room, realizing I had no power bombs.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to leave this check because if it's Phazon, I immediately lose.
And then it just so happened to be chilling in
And it
research
just happened
for
to be a few minutes later. I'm like, okay, cool.
Revenge of the Convenience, am I right?
So
Yeah.
we got another beam combo at Life. So sorry, X-ray was Life Grove. Super Missile was Life Grove Tunnel.
Oh, jeez.
Oh wow.
Which is so funny because like I don't know about you, but I could have done that, but I skipped it. No, I couldn't do it at the time because I didn't have a power bomb.
Yeah, power
I could have
bombs
done it
were
on the way
late.
back, but at that point I was like, I had a visor. I was good to go.
Yeah.
Ironically,
I had
probably would have been
visors,
quicker if
but
I went.
I was not looking forward to Essence without no visors.
Yeah, no, I actually had an excessive amount.
I was
of
about to
D-tanks
drop
for it.
down, and then the done happens. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't have to deal with this now. I'm like, I'm not even mad at that. That was a close one.
All right, so
Aw.
Wave Buster was in the lighthouse in Shorelines.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where I
Was-
saw it.
Ice Spreader was Elder Chamber. Oh, jeez.
Elder Chamber. Wow.
Wow, that would have been that'd been an interest. That's an interesting spot for the convenient missile combo.
Funnily enough, I did have everything to get it right as I was heading out in go mode. Although getting that actually, I don't think that would have saved me enough time. Because yeah, if
No,
we're only a minute behind,
it-
only a minute difference, like, it's such a good. Oh, hard to say. And I got lucky with my essence because of
Yeah,
how
that's
well.
say our entire difference was literally the essence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really just came down to the optional bosses and the
Yeah, the optional bosses were the
and
biggest
the
one
extra items.
because I knew I was taking a gamble on Flagra. Thargus made more sense because we were looking for Phazon suit. Flagra was a risk, and the fact that I almost died to Flagra, so I did the last 2 phases vanilla.
Oh,
I
that's
got
why
burned
you
by-
that's why you toned it
I
down a
was
little at the end.
Yeah, I was down to 30 health because I got swiped after the second phase. I'm like, hold up, no, I'm not dying. So I backed off on the quick strats, and I was like, you know what? Let's just shoot the dishes real quick.
I was burned by Flarga last week, so that's why I didn't do it this week.
Yeah.
Also, do we need any more item checks, or I'm good to end the credits? I'm good. I'll end the
No,
credits.
that's everything. The combos
That's
and X-ray
everything.
were the only missing big question marks. Although, how about those main power bombs being your first ones?
Oh, yeah,
I
that was
got
lucky.
those, and I was like, do I go through labs or do I go back and get plasma and go through
That's literally the
Vendrana.
dilemma I
We
had.
were wondering that as well.
Yeah.
I know, according to comms, that's where we split.
Yep, it was.
Yeah, I had a very cursed prediction. I was like, the only way this could go wrong is if Phazon suit is in upper gravity chamber. But
There was
luckily
actually a
that
lot of
didn't
ways it could have gone wrong, because like it could have been there, it could have been Dynamo, it could have
I
been
would have been
Flarga.
happen with upper gravity chamber, though. I will say, at least the few checks I did in mines, the little quick checks on the way out, I am very happy that those checks were all E-tanks.
Yeah, there were so many. There were so many E-tanks in upper mines. It wasn't even funny.
Yeah, everything I checked was an energy tank. I'm like, cool, because when I entered mines, I'm like, okay, there are 3 quick checks I could do, but I don't feel like jumping down PPCs, so we'll just do the other 2.
Funnily enough, that was another muddle up with room names. I thought the artifact was actually in the room with the flamethrower vanilla usually is.
Storage
which-
depot.
yeah, that's why
I've gotten
yeah.
that as an artifact so many times. I knew immediately it wasn't that. I did have to look and see, like, what room is that? Oh, this room. Cool.
Again, it's another reason why I kind of left. Although it kind of worked out with the routing.
Yeah, all things considering, none of your artifacts were actually. You really could have gotten all your artifacts as soon as you got main power bombs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
It
that's
was.
why I skipped plasma, because I was like, okay, I think it's just a diversion that I can skip for now. But then with how much I was muddling up the room names, I got to a point where I was just like, okay, time to go for the plasma beam in case I really muddled up something here.
Yeah. I think the only thing I probably would have changed that seed was not do Flagra.
At some point I might request for a tournament race to not include Flarga, because oh boy, it really does change up how you tackle things sometimes.
The only reason I did Flagra is at the time I only had 2 checks left in Logic.
Yep.
It was either Flagra or Crash Site.
That or Crash Site. And I was like, it's fine, it doesn't matter where it's at. One of them's probably Varia's suit.
Yeah.
Because that and Wave is the only thing that logically unlocks checks. I was actually hoping it was Wave, because then climbing up further, I'm like, that's cool. Everything up here is in Logic.
Fair enough. But yeah, both of you put on a fantastic show here tonight for us, especially when you both got phase on 5 artifacts simultaneously, practically.
Oh,
I
and
got really close at the end.
if only I didn't have that stupid banner over my stream for like the whole thing. I didn't realize, like, when Minami said like your overlay was on, it's like my timer, like of course it's on, like is that not, like, what's the problem with that? And then I checked it, like I finally got a chance to check and saw the big yellow starting soon. I was like, oh no.
Although to be fair, we still were able to see pretty much everything that needed to be seen anyway. The only thing we couldn't really see is your health, which we noticed you took like a big lava bath just before Lava Lake, so we got
I was
spooked
taking
for
a
a
lot of
second.
damage in that seed, yeah. Like I was pretty low in health, a lot of it. Surprisingly, with how many E-tanks I had. I should have the footage, although I think the footage will also have the big banner on top of it, so whoopsie-daisy.
At least everything was visible.
Yeah, we pretty much just couldn't see health or like number of power bombs. That was really all we
Yeah,
did.
that's about it.
Yeah, GG's.
I
everybody.
ran out of power bombs quite often, surprisingly. Once I got the phase on mines, I thought I had. That's why I dropped down, and then I kept screwing up that room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had to guess. We were like, Okay, is he out of power bombs or?
Yeah, Prime 1 drop system, ladies and gentlemen.
Aye, aye, aye.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was trying to avoid relying on drops as little as possible.
Yep.
Makes sense. Well, that
Otherwise-
said,
All right, I'm gonna bounce on out. GG's, everybody.
GG.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to add on my end, unless our interviewers have any questions for us.
I don't think so at this point. Good luck to both of you going into round 5.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Yep.
Should be exciting.
Wow, it's round 5 already.
Yeah, this tournament's flying by.
This has moved pretty swiftly.
I wonder how many Swisses you will have to win. I guess it depends on the format and all that to make it to the eliminations. But we can ramble about that another time. I think.
I think it's top 8. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, we'll cross that forgotten bridge when we get to it.
I see what you did there.
Okay.
But yeah, with that said, folks, if you haven't already, please give both of these runners a follow. Again, they put on a fantastic show for you. It was a really great race and a really interesting seed for sure. Also, shout outs to our trackers, Methun65. Sorry, I did not get a chance to ask for pronunciation before the stream. My apologies. But yeah, follow Mython and Gollop, because they did a great job tracking the race and making sure we knew who had what. And Lokir, it was a pleasure joining you here in the commentators booth this evening.
Yep, and you as well. Yeah, follow the runners. They make the magic happen, and the trackers, they're the real heroes. So we don't have to do any work. We just talk.
Okie dokie. Aw. Thanks again for joining us too, chat.
But yes, with that said, folks, that does conclude round 4 of the Prime Tournament. If you're looking for more speed gaming action for tonight, we do have Mario Odyssey Triple Bingo going on Channel 3, followed by a Super Metroid 100% Tournament Qualifier match at 11 on the main Speed Gaming channel. So plenty of action on queue for you later tonight. And stay tuned to the rest of the weekend, as Prime Tournament matches should be popping up pretty darn quickly as we go into round 5.
Alrighty. Thanks everyone, and take care.
We will see you next mission.